Leaving Cert 2018, question 4, paper 2. The points A are 1, 8 and B, 9, 0. So I'm reading the question and I'm looking at the picture given. And I'm seeing is the information given in the question is also given in the picture, and it's not. So I have to fill it into the picture. So it's 1, 8 and that's 9, 0. Okay, are the endpoints of a diameter. Okay, so we now know that AB is a diameter, so that means the center goes through there. So there's a center in there somewhere. Let's call the center, let's call it C for center. Are the endpoints of the diameter of the circle W as shown in the diagram? Yep. Okay, so W is definitely given. Find the coordinates of the center of W. So where in relation to these endpoints is C? Well, it's going to be at the midpoint, right? So it's going to be x1 plus x2 all over 2, comma y1 plus y2 all over 2. So that's going to be 1 plus 9 over 2, comma 8 plus 0 all over 2, which is equal to 5, comma 4. So the coordinates of C are 5, 4. So the center of that circle is 5, 4. Find the length of the radius of W. Well, the radius is going to be the distance from here all the way down to here, at distance. So we can use the distance formula, and we go into our formula tables and we look up the distance formula, and we won't find it. Because in the tables, the distance formula is called the length formula. So we're going to use this formula here. x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. And it has to be the square root of all of that. So what do we do here? Let's label up a point. So let's call that x1, y1, x2, y2. So we then go square root of 5 minus 9 to be squared plus 4 minus 0 squared, which is equal to the square root of 32, is it? Better check that. Square root of 5 minus 9 squared plus 4 minus 0 squared equals so they're writing 4 root 2 and the square root of 60. Yeah, so that's the, yeah, okay, that's good. So that's what it's equal to, and then we can put that into decimal form. Which is equal to 5.66. So they want it in this format here, but yeah. Hence write down the equation of the circle W. Okay, so we're going to, it's going to be x. So we go to our maths tables and we look up equation of a circle. And the formula we're going to use is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. And h and k, it tells us in our tables, are the center, and r is going to be the radius. So we have that, and x and y stick together. They just stay as the same. So it's going to be x minus 5 squared plus y minus 4 squared equals 5.66 squared. So that's going to equal 32. So that's the answer to part C. They'll expect you to go this step further when it comes to the radius squared, but do not square these out, okay? Leave those alone. They're quite handy to leave them as they are there. Find the equation of the line that is a tangent to the circle W at A. At A, okay. So find the equation of the line. So equation of a line, so that's what we're asked to find. So find the equation of a line. We go to our maths tables and we look up equation of a line formula, and it tells us we're going to use y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. So in order to use this, we need two things. We need the slope and we need an x1, y1, a point. We have our point, which is 1/8, but we don't know the slope. We do, however, know that the tangent line that goes through A is going to be perpendicular to the line AB. So if I work out the slope of the line AB, well then I can simply if I work out the slope of the line AB, I can then simply invert that slope, and that will be the slope of my tangent line. So let's work out the slope of AB. Let's call this guy here x1, y1, and this guy here x2, y2. So we're going to go for m is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So m is equal to 0 minus 8 all over x2, which is 9 minus 1. So it looks like it's going to be minus 8 over 8. So m is equal to minus 1. So that minus there would indicate that as we go from left to right, we're going downhill, and we are. So everything seems tickety-boo there. Let's park that to one side. I can now say m is equal to minus 1. So back into blue. Next job, use this formula here. So we're going to go for y minus 8 is equal to minus 1 into x minus 1. And that's y minus 8 is equal to minus x plus 1. And then we have x plus y minus 8 minus 1 is equal to 0. So we now have x plus y minus 9 equals 0. And that's the equation of the line. Everything on the one side with x positive. Yep. So that was a very long question, and kind of that last question was quite difficult because you had to kind of do something very conceptual here, understanding about that tangents are perpendicular to radius or to radii. Okay, so that's question 4 done.